Hello, ghouls. I know, I have not uploaded anything new on here in a while. But, you know, life has, I just haven't really been feeling like filming, so it is what it is. So, I didn't want this video to be like my first, to be my comeback video, but this is something that I have been wanting to talk about for a while. Hold on one second. My cat Mocha was digging into my garbage, so I had to pause and stop her. But yeah, this is something I've been wanting to talk about on this channel for a very long time, and it's something I've wanted to rant about for a very long time. And that is the fetishization of goth people, specifically goth women. And why I personally think it has gone way too fucking far. And no, I'm not blaming the alternative people or the goth people, the goth women on TikTok who have an OF. I'm not blaming them. I am mainly blaming the men who love to fetishize and sexualize and see goth women as fucking objects, and I'm fucking sick of it. This is something I have always thought was extremely gross. Now, admittedly, as someone who claimed to be goth, as someone who has been I wouldn't call myself really goth. I'm more of an alternative mall goth type of person, but as someone who dabbles into the subculture, as someone who likes to dabble into the subculture, the one thing that's always fucking bothered me was the way how men have reacted to goth women. It shifted from men complaining and men like making fun and being afraid of us. Now they want to fuck us. It is one thing to find them attractive. Like, there's nothing wrong with finding goth women and alternative women attractive. It's one thing to fucking fetishize and, sorry, why did I do that? I'm just so pissed off. This whole thing has gotten me so riled up, and it makes me mad. I remember back in the day, goths would get a bad rap, and that was the thing. I didn't want a lot of the media portrayed goth people, especially, like I said, goth people, especially goth women, as like a bad reputation. Goth people have always gotten a bad rap, especially in the media, the mainstream media. But now it has gotten a rap. It's gotten a reputation for being almost like a corn category. And that is something that I have always thought was really disturbing and gross. And I'm not slut-shaming any of the, goth mommies. I'm not slut-shaming any of like my fellow goth and alternative sex workers or anybody who has an OF. I think that's great. I think, if you that's what you feel like you can do that. But yeah, I'm not blaming these people. I'm mainly blaming the fucking men who fucking fetishize and sexualize every goth person that they see. And it's like, you don't really like goth people. You're just horny. Nowadays, everybody wants a goth GF, a big titty goth GF. Which makes me incredibly fucking angry. It makes me angry how we have just become like an object to these people, these LARPers who don't even see women as people to begin with. They now see an opportunity to potentially fuck goth people, goth women, goth people in general. Oh, it annoys me. And don't think this is just men. I see a lot of women, the normie women who claim to be goth now, when in reality those women have probably made fun of a lot of goth and alternative people, especially goth and alternative women. Those women who now claim to be goth, they probably made fun of a lot of goth people in high school, and now they claim to be goth now. That infuriates me. That's why I hated the whole e-girl thing. Everybody wanted an e-girl. Everybody wanted a goth alt chick. And it's like, where the fuck were you guys when we were being spat on and if they came across a real goth person, they wouldn't even look at them. Back in the day, they would spit on them, make fun of them, laugh at them. And it's just something that's always been, part of me wishes that goth wasn't so mainstream now. Like it is now. I know that the whole, goths in the 2000s was kind of problematic, but it's like, at least, we were kind of feared and people, I don't know. Not feared, but I don't want us to be feared. I want us to be, kind of accepted, but I don't want us to be, so fetishized and so, sexualized to the point where now men are asking goth and alternative women like me go ask. I'm losing my fucking mind. I don't know. It's gotten to the point where now men will ask goth or alternative people like me if they have an OnlyFans. And I don't. And it absolutely boggles my mind. It boggles my mind how it's gotten to that point. We've gotten so just brain rot. And I miss goth YouTubers from 2013 to 2012 to 2015, 2016, around that era. I miss that era. Because they were cool. Now, I'm not saying there's no goth YouTubers out there. There are. And in fact, I've watched quite a few of them. There are. It just feels, I don't know, for some reason, goth feels very corporate now. And now it's become corporate to fetishize goth women. Goth people in general. I realize I don't have my mic. I realize I don't have my mic on me. Yikes. Yeah, that just shows how much I haven't filmed in a while. But yeah, I hope y'all can hear me quite well. But yeah. But I don't know. The whole and recently with the whole recent goth dating show that I've been seeing pop up lately. What the fuck? Those people don't want an actual goth. They are just horny. They want a white girl with black lipstick and black hair. They see a white girl with black lipstick and black hair, and they automatically think that's goth. No, baby. No, baby. That is not what an actual goth... And I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper. Although sometimes I think gatekeeping is actually fucking necessary. I'm not trying to sound like a gatekeeper. I am not the goth police. I'm not telling people what... I'm not trying to sound like one of those people like, oh, that's not goth, that's goth. No. But there's just certain things that, you know, make sense. Or there's just certain things that are not... I don't know. I'm so pissed off. I'm getting fired up. Like I said in the beginning of the video, it's fine to have an attraction to goth and alternative people. It's fine. Like, if you find goth people, goth women beautiful, you find alternative women beautiful, and you just think you think they're cool looking, I get that. But to sit here and be all weird and start fetishizing and drooling and being a fucking creep when it comes to goth women, that's when I have been losing my shit over. And people think I want to act like it's not that big of a deal. And people want to be like, oh my god, it's not that deep. When in reality, it actually is that fucking deep. Because we've gotten to the point where people don't even know what goth means anymore. And that's another thing. That's another video I want to make about talking about. But yeah, like, you can find, like, I bet those men that claim that they love goth girls, they probably can't even name 10 goth bands or 10 Bauhaus songs. I'm gonna be that person. I don't care. If you want to call me a gatekeeper, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I may look like I may be a mall goth. I may like new metal, but I'm not stupid. I'm not blind. I know what is and is not goth music. New metal's not goth music, but I like new metal. I'm getting off track, but you know, it just absolutely just grinds my fucking gears on how we have become as a goth community. How the goth community, not the goth community, but how people have reacted about the goth community over the years. First we were feared, and now we're sexualized. We've always been sexualized, but it's gotten to the point where it's corporate, and I am fucking sick of it. And I think we should start being more fucking, not normal, but we need to start thinking critically, have more fucking common sense. And I know I'm going off the fucking rails, but I am just so tired. I am tired of being looked at as an object, as a woman, as a goth girl. I'm just tired of it. And again, don't think this is just men. I've seen a lot of women, a lot of normie women, LARP after the metalheads, after LARP after the goth alternative boys, the e-boys. I'm mad. I'm so mad. I'm getting heated right now. But yeah, I think I might end this right here. I don't know. I'm just so, yeah, I think I might end this right here. I had a script, and it's funny, for this in particular topic, I was gonna script it out. But I've decided not, I couldn't hold it in anymore. I need, like I said in previous videos, I do want to start scripting my videos more often. But some people don't like scripted shit. But I prefer to do, not scripted, but at least some bullet points on what to talk about, what to say, and what to address and stuff like that. I was originally going to do something like that for this video, but I just couldn't do it. I have to get it out my chest, and you know what? Maybe being raw and real like this is how it should be for these kind of videos. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about, rant about. Like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to, but it's there if you want to. And I promise I am going to continue my Saw movie review franchise. I'm just kind of taking a little break from movie reviews I'm probably going to take a little break from that little, franchise for a while, from that, review series for a while, just because there's a lot of movies I want to see and review and all that. I haven't seen Obsession yet, unfortunately, but there's a lot. I do want to start doing more. I don't know. I'm just so livid. I'm so annoyed right now with everything. I don't have my mic on, and yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to, but it's there if you want to, and I'll see you ghouls in the next video. Bye.